Happy morning, children. Today I am going to discuss. We have already discussed about the principles of treatment. So today I will be discussing principle of prevention. Okay. So let me start. Principle of prevention of diseases. Okay, children, in this section you need to know that principle of prevention of diseases, how the diseases are prevented, how it can be stopped from spreading in the society. So while treating an infectious disease, there are three limitations which are observed by us. Okay, while treating an infectious disease, trying to prevent an infectious disease, there are three limitations which confront us. Okay, the first, if a person suffers from a disease his body organs are impaired and do not function properly, Now children, listen to it. If a person suffers from a disease, his body organs are impaired and do not function properly. Okay, in this scenario what happens? In this scenario, the normal functioning of the body is affected, and that is why children, you might sometime have observed that when a person is sick, doctor used to say to give a light and staple food. Okay, doctor generally suggests that don't eat the oily food, spicy food. Why? Because that time our body functions are not proper, not at par. Okay, so due to that, what happens? Digestion may be hindered, and the person will suffer with another disease of indigestion. Okay, that's why doctors suggest during any ailment that the patient should be given light and easily digestible food. Okay, so this is one point. Second point, children, if a person is suffering from disease, might possible that he will be confined to the bed. Okay, due to weakness, might possible the person will be confined to the bed. So that time also, if a person is always on the bed, that time also different type of other abnormalities can be seen, like the digestion won't be proper, like there will be bed sore, and etc. etc. Okay, so this might happen. The person will be suffering. If a person is suffering from disease, this also can happen with the person. The person will be confined to a bed. The person won't be able to get up from the bed, he will be lying down all the time on the bed, so he might suffer from other problems also. And the last and the most important thing, children, the third limitation is the infected person becomes the potential source of the disease. That means now onwards, if a person is suffering from a particular disease, from his body, the communicable disease can spread to other persons, other members of the family or the nearby people. Okay, so these are the three limitations, children, and that is why it is a very common proverb that prevention is better than cure. If you prevent the disease is cured. Okay, so this is the basic thing, children. Sometimes this question is asked in the examination. Why we say prevention is better than cure? You can write that time. These three are the limitations due to which we say that prevention is better than cure. Thank you, children.